How about now? Can you hear me? Audio? Yes, no, maybe so. Audio good? Good deal, good deal. Man, thank you guys for joining me today. Hope everybody out there has been blessed, staying blessed, all that good stuff, you know. Volume is low. How about now? You can hear me better now? You probably should. Let's see if I turn my gain up just a bit. Let's see here. Let's go. How about that? Can you hear me now? Should be good. Audio should be good. Volume issues. How about it now, Josh? Still volume issues better? Yay, nay? Good now? Bet. Good deal. Good deal. Man, guys, I had to come on here today, tonight for you guys, give you guys some insight as to what's going down, what's happened. It's no secret. Last night was my last time on the vape stew over there with Tenacious TX Vapes, Nick Bassett, and Vapor Swaggins. Man, it sucks, but it's something that was coming. You know what I mean? I didn't see it coming. I still stand by the statement that I said, hey, felt kind of blindsided by the matter, but it is what it is, guys. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. This is not the first time that I've ever had something like that come to be. You know what I mean? Like, it's no secret. I'm an outspoken individual. I watched some feedback, other points of views from other people, and I don't get it. I still stand by the side that I was blindsided. Conversations being had. If you guys have any questions on the matter, ask them in the chat, and I'm going to answer them wholeheartedly and honestly, But I will advise you, as I always do, if you ask me something, be prepared to accept the answer in what you're given, because the answer that you're given may not be the answer that you wanted to hear, but it will be my truth and the truth to the matter, So however you go about asking the question, feel free to ask it. No holds barred. I ain't holding nothing back, man. I'm not a secretive type individual, man. My profiles is public. My family's public. I share my personal life with you guys. Why? Because I feel you guys deserve it. I'm not going to have multiple profiles and hiding behind shit. That's just not me, man. Not me. Not me. Bad mother trucker asked what that thing do. Make them squirt. That's what it do. Yeah. Negative. Coal image. Negative. 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 Is it true I only drink the finest of breast milk? Man, I've never had breast milk. It's not like something that's on my list to try. Chris Chapman, what's good, everyone? What's good? And if you did I like it? Cole Lemons, get the hell out of here with that, man. Somebody, where's my moderators at? That guy needs a timeout. But yeah, guys, any questions? It's my time to answer it with you guys out there wholeheartedly, because I'm a firm believer the truth shall set you free. And I'm gonna drink the Seikis. I know Mr. Mike Vapes and Mr. Corona Crew. I'm Mr. Dos Equis over here, so it is what it is. Coil Vape Slayer, Benavidez, what's good, what's good? Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get some shout outs to the chat real quick. Jim Spain, my brother from another mother in Opelika. Mad respect to him and Mrs. Spain. Huge supporters of mine from day one. Ain't forgot about y'all, man. I haven't. I promise you I have not. Richard Kruger, Truth, the only way to be. Vaping and Joe, what really happened? Josh Vapes. I'm blazing the new THC-free weed. Another word's called CBD. Aaron Smithwick, my Texas brother. Absolutely, man. Texas represent loud and proud for damn sure. Mike in LA, what's good? What's good? Thank you for your work on the profile RDA, says Mr. Nightwolf99. It's my first RDA, so I just ordered the second one. Again, thank you. No, please do not thank me for the work on the profile RDA. I thank you guys out there for supporting the RDA. You know, that's that's the truth to the matter, man. Like I'm just a small part of it. You know, like it's just I'm proud of it, but I'm a small part of the profile. You know, the community has made it everything it is today. I've said that a million times because I stand by that. I didn't make the profile what it is. Y'all made the profile what it is today. Vapor Miner says, "Hey asshole, read my chat." That's my lovely moderator. I can do that, Mr. Just Right. Much love and respect, Vapor Miner. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. PSS says, "Love both the profile and the Unity. Thank you for your innovation. I thank you for your support and being willing to try it. You know, your name's on it, bro. You're the man. I feel the humble, man. My name is just Mr. Just Right One. You know what I mean? That's my synonym or such. But at the end of the day, if you want to be get down to meat and potatoes and shit, my name is Joel Isaac Robinson, man. I'm a 35-year-old male, born and raised in the great state of Texas. You know, trials and tribulations have brought me to where I am today. Uh, I'm a firm believer in, you know, speak your mind, don't waver in your thoughts, be bold, stand proud. You know, when everybody else sits down, you stand up for what you believe in. You know, I don't know what more to say, man. Real Hines, you like my Anger Dreamer I posted. Rowdy, you damn Skippy, man. That thing is nasty. Double stacked up like that? Yeah, buddy. So Wambo asks, questions. Did you have prior knowledge that you upset others on the show? As was stated previously, was you aware of the problems or problems that they had with you? Man, I'm a firm believer. If you got a problem with me, be sure to speak on that problem with me. Because how can I correct a problem if I'm not aware of a problem you have with me? You know what I mean? And if I have a problem with you, please understand that we're going to address that. That's not like, when you say address a problem, that doesn't mean it's automatically going to turn into like a physical altercation of such. You know what I mean? It can just be a miscommunication, you know, misunderstanding of such, you know? So it is what it is. Element Vapors, I heard Rip Trippers has the new mesh RTA and says is a lot better than the Unity. Man, so be it. If it is, it is. You know what I mean? That's called innovation. That's what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? If you're not first to the punch and you come up second, you better come up second with something good. It don't do no good to come in second with something that's half-assed, so I would expect that. Lady Loves Vapor. Mr. Sparkle Auto Detailing. Mr. Just Right One question. Was it the audience with the butt hurt or the panel? Man, I'm going to have to say it was the audience. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the vape stew, regardless how anybody feels about it or thinks about it, or regardless what channel it's being hosted on, whatever, the vape stew is nobody's show but the community's. The community put that show together. The community was driving that show and continued to drive that show. You know, and I'm a firm believer in that, and I stand by that. I stand on top of that. Nobody owns the stew. You know what I mean? The stew is a community show and should always be kept as a community show. You know, it was something that was made aware to me yesterday. You know, so when you're designing the profile RDA, why Wodafone? There are so many companies out there. How did you decide who to work with? Just curious. Wodafone, man, is like family. We have sat down. We have talked many, many times over. They've been in this at this very table that I'm at right now and sat with me many times and had great discussions over many products and consulting with them over future products and endeavors in which they were going to pursue. And the profile came to be one day sitting here speaking maybe a little over a year ago, maybe longer. I can't remember the exact date, but we sat here at this table for a better half of a week every day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, we'd go out and do our thing, come back, sit here and brainstorm, you know, and just have power sessions. My wife can attest to it. My daughter-in-law my stepdaughter can attest to it. My son can attest to it. You know, they were sitting here in this house all day long. We were just brainstorming, knocking them out, you know, on sketches and pads, not just of the profile, but of products in which they were developing at the time and continue to develop and release in later times. And man, I want everybody to know too, like there ain't no hostile feelings towards the Vape Stew crew. Like that, man, that's their thing. Continue. I wish them nothing but the best in all their endeavors and what they are doing. After the show last night, I did tell each one of them, hey, look, we'll see each other at the finish line. I firmly believe that Swaggins has what it takes to get to the finish line. Nick Bissett has what it takes to get to the finish line. Tenacious TX Vapes has what it takes to get at the finish line. And I feel in my heart of hearts that I have what it takes to show up at the finish line. The time in which we get to the finish line may be different for each, just the path in which we choose to go down. But I do firmly believe that we will all be at the finish line together. It's not no hostile thing, any emotional types like that. Dude, I've suffered greater losses than that. This is not the first time that I've been asked to remove myself from a situation, whether it be a place of employment, social group. It's not the first time by no means. It's just, I've been me, like I've said this to a few people already. I have been me my entire damn life. I have not, nothing's changed with me. I'm still Mr. Just Right One, Joel Robinson. That's me. I'm nothing more, nothing less. And I don't get caught up in the egotistical shit. Fogging out with the Batman respect to that individual. He has a little saying, YouTube is not my Hollywood. YouTube's not my Hollywood. It's not. It's not. Michael Murray, respect, man. He says, Joel, you are a titan in the industry. You carved your own lane. Keep pushing. Understand this. Again, like a broken record. When I was a little boy, my granddaddy told me, son, if you ever see a turtle on a fence post, you can bet your last damn dollar he didn't get there by himself. Remain the turtle. I will always be the turtle. I understand that I'm not where I'm at today of my own free will and cognition. There's powers that be that allow me to be who I am today. Good, bad, ugly, not losses in my life, gains in my life, lessons that I've learned. I am the turtle always in my personal mind. I understand that people help me be where I'm at today. And I'm forever humble and grateful for that. What's up, Sammy? Sammy. Chris Chapman, Mr. Just Right One, the events that happened are past. What can we expect to see coming? Again, thank you, Mr. Chapman, Chris Chapman. Appreciate that. It's a very valid question, too. The fact is, I haven't stopped. I know the statement's been made, I've slowed down or whatnot. It's not a race with me, guys. I'm not in a rush. You know why I'm not in a rush? Because I want it to be right. I want it to be just right. When you rush through things, you see that in the end result of the product. And the products speak for themselves. I'm not in a rush with anything. I am very, very, very patient and waiting and making sure that what I'm putting together on the table and the companies in which I'm working with are going to bring to you may not be the best experience for you, but it's going to be a very good experience for somebody. I've looked at all aspects of the industry whenever I stepped into this to decide to, release products and do things and ensure that a target goal was set with each one. Different market shares and ensuring that to bring about, it doesn't have to sell 100,000 units, 200, 300, 400, 500. It doesn't have to do that. If it just changes the way people look at things, I'm happy. And I have a very, very specific market share that I'm looking at now. And it's a very, very complicated market share. But it's something that I'm very, very pleased to bring to the table. And I can tell you the name of it. The name of it is the homage. Homage, the homage. I'm very, very pleased to bring that to the table. And just bear with me, because in due time it will come out. I promise. It's coming. It's coming very, very soon. Shane Smith. Respect to you, Mr. Shane. I greatly appreciate you, man. Please understand that. I do. I really do. Some people like the way Mr. Just Right One is and the fact that he says what he says and holds to that. And some people don't like that. Shane Smith, I know you're somebody who can see that and appreciate that for what it is. So salute and respect to you, man. I greatly appreciate you. Truck and Vapes. What's good? That's good. Ambar Lee, typical hater. I don't know who you're talking to. I know you ain't talking to me, but leave it at that. Is it a mech pod system, says Bob Ellis? Nah. Aaron says, do you know if Vodafone sells just a deck for the profile RDA? I do not believe they sell just a deck for the profile RDA, but if you're having issues or something with yours, drop me a message on Instagram or Facebook, DM, shoot me a message, and I will gladly see what we can do to accommodate you. I have sent out decks before, where I kept the cap and just sent the deck, but that's what I got. Dave Satek, shout out, respect to the dude right there. Mad love to him as well, man. My brother from another mother. Nothing but love to him. Thanks for all you have done for the vape industry and that you will continue, that you will in the future. Thank you so much, sir. Man, thank you. You don't have to thank. I appreciate everybody always saying thank you, Mr. Just Right. Thank you, thank you. My Chinese friends taught me something. Something took me a little bit to wrap my head around, but once I sat down and thought about it for a minute, it made a lot of sense. They don't use the word thank you. They don't say thank you in China. It's not something that they're typical of doing. In the great state of Texas, being raised with manners and mannerful and respectful to your elders and others, it took me a minute to really comprehend what they were getting at. But as a human being, you don't thank me for doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You don't thank somebody for that. You don't thank your friend for helping you out in a time of need. That's what friends do. You don't thank people for doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Good Vape LA, you still gonna go live or do a show? You damn skippy. Every Friday, 9 o'clock, you can tune in right here on this channel because I will be going live. Gonna make that happen. Yes, sir. Hal 603, what do I think about the Mutant? Man, I don't have a retail version of the Mutant as of yet. I do have a prototype. I knew about the Mutant. I got to play with it for a long time. Mad love to my brother, Vapor and Twisted 420. He allowed me to look it over and have it before anybody knew about it. For shit, I had that damn thing for almost a year. Yeah, for forever. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm glad that he done it. It brought a new change to the vertical style coil with multiple airflow. The airflow I haven't, like I said, I don't have a retail version, so I can't speak on it completely. But the prototype that I had, had some nice changes with the airflow, and I greatly appreciate that. Mitch Hoggett, you and Heavy are two of my favorite YouTubes because you keep it real and don't shy away from speaking your mind. You damn Skippy, man. I got to speak with Heavy at MVE, and the very first thing he come up to me and said was, man, I appreciate you. I respect you, man. Stand-up dude. And I could see it in his eyes. He meant what he said. And I shook his hand, told him I appreciate him and what he does as well. We live in an age in society where you have to comply and conform to keep everybody happy. Because people are worried about what people in front of them or people that see them think of them. And there's a few of you in here. I don't know how many Trucking Vapes. He says, Joel knows I speak my mind. Yeah, Trucking Vapes is fucking crazy. That dude does his own thing. He's in his own lane doing him. You know what I mean? You may not like it. You may not love it. But, hey, he says what the fuck he wants to say. And he's free to do so, And I got to respect the fact that he says what the fuck he wants to say. Do I agree with everything he says? Absolutely not. But is he entitled to say whatever the fuck he wants? Absolutely, he is. 100%. I don't know how many of you guys are watching right now. I don't have a live count. I do see the chat, but I don't have the statistics pulled up or nothing. That don't make me none. I want you guys to understand this. That your perception of me or what you think of me means zero fucks to me. It means nothing to me. It means absolutely nothing to me. What matters to me is the reason I stand up, not the people that are in front of me, what I'm looked up as by everybody else. No, I got two sons, little Joel and little Steven, that their opinion is the only opinion that matters to me. I want them to see when their daddy stands up for something and when their daddy speaks and stands by something, why I do it. The reasonings behind my actions and what I do. That, yeah, I may let somebody pop off and say something sometime, cool. Man, keep it moving. You're just talking loud. You know what I mean? But they know damn good and well that I ain't never gonna let a man put harm in, or threaten harm to any of them or any of my loved ones or anybody that's in my immediate circle. You know, we go out to a bar or something, you're in my company. If you're in my presence, I feel you're my responsibility. It's my job to take care of you, to make sure you are good. Whatever it is. Even if you can be dead ass wrong. But if you're my friend and you're in my presence, you're my responsibility. That's just how I was raised. I know some people ain't gonna like that, and I hate that. I hate that they don't understand that mindset. But what people think of me, I don't care. I care about what my sons see me doing. What is their daddy doing? Getting up and going to work. You know, how's he making this happen? You know, with dedication and passion and perseverance. You know, that's what matters to me. You know? Vaping Bubba, what's up, Mr. Just Right One? What's up with you, Vaping Bubba? Hal 603, thanks, my dude. Thoroughly enjoyed the profile. Rock the profile on the recurve. Good deal, man. I love them both. Cool Image. Well, I think you're kind of cool. Cool Image, you're a great dude in my eyes as well. Clown Vapes, hello, man. Shout out, respect to Clown Vapes. You know? And Bill Elkman said that's the most important thing you can care about. It's not only the most important thing I care about, it's the only thing I care about. Like, when it comes to public perception of me or what people think of me. It's my son's opinion's the only one that matters to me, you know? And I have a lot of things that I care about. You know, I do. Y'all see me on camera and may think like, oh, yeah, Joel's a sweet talker, because I've heard that going around too. You know, Joel's a sweet talker. And look, I'm not a sweet talker. I'm passionate about something. And if I'm passionate about something, and it's not just with vape. I thank you guys for being vapors in here. I really do. And watching me. But it's deeper than that with me. I care about being a good human being. I care about the well-being of society. I care about the down spiral that our whole damn country has gone into because they're scared to be different or have an opinion. You know, when my opinion varies from yours, I've now become the enemy. But just because I have a different opinion than you have. And so you should be more compassionate. You should be more understanding. Well, why do I got to be the one that's compassionate and understanding and sympathetic and empathetic to the matter? Why don't they try being sympathetic, compassionate, and empathetic to the matter? See? How does it feel to know that every RDA that comes out gets compared to the profile? Man, it's the greatest thing that's ever happened. Like, I've never imagined it would be such a great thing and come to be what it has today. You know, but know this too, man. I still stand by the fact that the Dead Rabbit RDA is still one of my favorite RDAs of all time. And some people don't like the Dead Rabbit. I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, the Mass Mods Axial is my number one RDA. It is the very best I've ever had. I put it over the profile. So I say that proudly, you know, because I thoroughly enjoy it. It's what I use it all the time. Right now I'm rocking a Passage on top of this, what is this thing called? This is the Vigor from Blitz Enterprises. Oh, look, it lights up. And it lights up red. What do you know? How about that? Ain't that? Look at that. Look at that. Well, now did you just look at that? Get the fuck out of here. It's banger, you know, but to know that the profiles compared to the rest of all of them, everything else has paved the way before me. The profile couldn't be here today if it wasn't for all those other greats that were out there before the profile. And to even be mentioned amongst some of the greats, the profile, the drop, the goon, you know, the Twisted Message TM24, the Rebel, you know, all them greats that gone out before, man, dude. There's nothing more I could ever tell you than other than I am truly humbled and grateful to be a part of that. Spring Girl, how are you? How are you? Thank you for joining me. As long as you're not using that Colin. Man, I'll tell you guys something. I got the OFRF stainless steel mesh, the temp control mesh, and I've been rocking it in my Unities. I fell in love with the Unity all over again. Like, completely sparked a whole new relationship with my Unities. I tried it in my profile RDA, and I don't know where the hell I have it set up at, but I've been rocking it as well, testing it and putting it through its paces. But man, I really, really enjoy the temp control mode in this on this DNA chip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that same temp control mesh inside that Kylan, because the Kylan, I said it on the when I looked it over, was I felt like a dry hit was oncoming, like, you know, real throaty hit. So hopefully that I can put that OFRF mesh in there, fine tune the temperatures to what I liked as a satisfying vape, and see if it doesn't resolve that. And it may make the Kylan be just one of the greatest things that's ever come to be in an RTA. You know, time will tell with that. I haven't done it yet, but I will do it. Aaron says you cannot wick the Unity right. Man, definitely, man. You said you had an issue with your profile deck. Shoot me a message on Instagram. I already have pictures taken. I've helping so many people go through and wick their Unities correctly. Shoot me a message. I'll shoot you the pictures. It's step by step. You can't mess it up. Once you do it, I think you're going to thoroughly enjoy that. And I owe it to you to be able to do so. So, yes. Brian Nichols, I just bought the H Cigar Aurora Toast and placed the profile on top. Perfect. Mad love, mad love. So, you know, the reason for this live stream was to address any questions that came about as to why I'm no longer on the vape stew, but feel free to ask any other questions you may want to ask, because that's what I'm here for, having a cold drink, enjoying the time, letting people know, you know, that there is two sides to every story, you know, and I guess the biggest misconception that's been laid out there for most is that there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. There's a lot of conversation that goes on behind the scenes. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. Yeah, that may be, man, but I don't know them conversations, you know. Feel free to inform me a bit. You know, it was brought to my attention many times before. Hey, man, you know, you can't go out, you can't attack people like that. Or you can't, when I said the thing, about UK or China or something like that, like, you know, man, you can't do that. You know, I got a lot of people. I'm like, okay, man, my apologies, guys. I'm sorry out there. I said that, whatever. But, you know, and hey, man, you got to ease up a little bit. You got to ease up. You can't come, you know, double barrels blazing all the time. You know, you got to chill out a little bit. You know, those conversations were had. And I can't sit there and lie to you and say that they weren't. You know, but I feel as if I conducted myself very well, to the best that censorship would allow me to. And there was a lot of things that did happen, you know, that I didn't agree with, you know, and somebody says, well, you know, the last couple months he was kind of just disconnected from it. I don't know how the hell you expect me to be connected to something when I don't know who the hell the guest is of the stew till the day of. You know, I had to look at Miss Erica Vape's thumbnail that she would post up every week to find out who the guest was going to be on the show. You know, if you have a piss poor preparation for something, don't be upset when you get a piss poor performance. You know, that's kind of like goes hand in hand. Like the whole thing of me being slowed down right now. I am taking my time, Cadillacing, smooth, rolling. Spring Vaping USA girl. I don't have a question, but I do want to say something. One thing that I respect you for is your outro. It is so heartfelt and truly touched me. Know that. I mean that. Thank you, ma'am. I'm glad that you can see the sincerity behind that. When I say that, I mean that. And if you don't know the backstory to that outro and why I say that every time that I say that, because it wasn't many years ago that I was a homeless dude and ain't had nothing to eat, nothing to drink, you know, sleeping in my car, sleeping on the floor at work, eating hot dogs from a gas station at midnight. I knew they threw them out. The lady that worked at the gas station when I was driving through, you know, at midnight when I got off of work would allow me to stop and eat them hot dogs. Instead of her throwing them away, she just set them back so I could stop by and have something to eat. You know, I kept the same cup. She let me get a refill of soda pop or Powerade or whatever it was, you know. And, you know, I remember sitting in that car one day and just like, man, I ain't nobody, man. Like, what is my purpose here? Why am I placed on this earth? What is my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? You know, like I said, have I been forgotten? You know, like, it sucks to be a nobody, you know? And I don't ever want nobody to ever have to feel that way again. I felt it for myself firsthand, and I don't think anybody on this planet ever should ever have to feel like that. But we all somebody in somebody's eyes. I mean that. Like, please know that. Like, I know the vape industry is really big on the whole suicide prevention and whatnot. I was raised on the Southern Baptist belt. Really, really strict thoughts and opinions and views about suicide and so forth. So I try to step ahead of that a little bit, even though it is the religion in which I was raised, to say that, look, we can prevent that from happening if people understand that they are important to somebody, that they mean something to somebody, that if tomorrow comes and they don't, that somebody's world will be forever interrupted by that action. It'll forever have an impact on somebody, whether it be your mama, your sister, your cousin, your granny, your auntie, your uncle, your daughter, your son, your neighbor, your postman, anybody. It is going to affect somebody. So always remember that, Always remember that. Chris Chapman, do you feel like the stew has been whitewashed? Asshole. If y'all know Chris Chapman, y'all know what he's trying to get at right here. Nah, man, I don't think it has nothing to do with that. By no means. Will you be doing live shows? Yes, sir. Every Friday, 9 o'clock. You can tune in, Mr. Just Right One. Be here. I'm tossing some ideas in my head around, as to what I can do to ensure that I have quality material to put out there for you guys. I'm tossing some ideas around, got some things in my mind that I've been playing with. And you guys let me know what you think. I shot it by some of the Discord fellows last night about, if a company sends me, two of these, for example, the little monster sub-ohm tank from Blitz. If they send me two of these, instead of me doing a review on one of these and a giveaway on one of them, I'd have a little list where people that have camera setups and are capable with internet connections of getting on video have a little sign-up sheet. Send one of them, me keep one, let them vape on it for a week, let me vape on it for a week, and hey, on Friday night we're going to get together and we're going to talk about these live together. And what that does is that gives you the consumer standpoint, just a average Joe out there, consumer, you guys, myself, I'm still a consumer, their opinions and views on it, and see what they think about it and share that live with people. I think that'd be very interesting, Shout out, DJ LSB says a lot of us go through dark times in our life. Only makes us stronger and more down-to-earth human beings. We take nothing for granted. We fight each day to stay humble and help others. Absolutely. I sit here and, I have a little saying I live by, help more than you hurt. I personally live by that. There's some things that don't mean anything. The monetary shit doesn't mean nothing, I thoroughly want to help other people, always, in every aspect, walk of life. They don't have to be vapors. They don't have to be people that I even know. I just want to help people when I can. I can't help everybody. I don't help everybody. But I do feel it upon myself at times that if I'm in a position and I have it to help others, randomly, just help people. Mountain time or Eastern time? Central time. I think Joel should start reviewing essential beard oil. I got just a natural beard, brother. Just doing my thing. Man should review Cuban links. Look, I've always wanted one of them big fat Cuban link chains. I don't have one. I'm not gonna go buy one. Maybe if the missus or the kids get together and get me one or something, then I'll be good with it. Brian, he says, know that your words have helped me through many times. I felt like the world will benefit from me no longer being here, and I thank you. And I thank you for being here today. I thank you for being here yesterday, and I thank you for being here any day after today. And if you ever in that position where you feel like you feel that way, man, please look yourself in the mirror, whatever you got, your selfie on your cell phone, and tell yourself that, look, I matter. I am a somebody in somebody's eyes. I mean that, guys. Don't ever think that way. There's nothing on this planet that devastating that tomorrow is not a brighter day. And then when I say tomorrow's a brighter day, it may not physically be 24 hours, be a brighter day. But you know, when the thunderstorms always pass. Show that mod. What is it? Andre asked. Which mod is it? This one? Yeah, Joel helped my truck break down once. Damn you, Dave. Oh, yeah, Dave. I feel really bad about that. We were cutting jokes one day on a voice chat, and he said something, and I was like, well, you know, he's like, I'll be home just in time to see the wife, man. It'll be a little bit trip back, but the time's gonna be I'm gonna make it just in time to be home with the wife. And I was like, yeah, well, if it doesn't rain, and the traffic ain't bad, and your truck don't break down, I'd be damned if it didn't rain, the traffic wasn't bad, and his truck didn't break down. Poor dude, he ended up having to stay in his truck overnight, didn't get home till the next morning or something. It was a horrible, horrible deal. Y'all excuse the missus, she's over there chilling, chat. Oh, the red mod, Miner says. That's the one from Blitz Enterprises. That's the Vigor 81 watt. I like this little thing. Look at that, it lights up red. It lights up other colors. You can change it all different colors if you want. Up top is a Passage. Suck my mods. Passage RDA. Playing with that one. Nice to see you, dude. Early morning. Yes, it is a very early morning. Pleasure to have you here. Stephen Jones. Good morning, Joel, from Solihull in the UK. Blessings to you and your family. Blessings to you and yours as well. That's awesome. That's my Georgia colors. Yeah, red and black. That's just like my favorite colors. I like red. It's my favorite color. No secret about that. Jim Spain says, still rocking that TS I got in Atlanta last year. Vapes like I bought it yesterday. Absolutely. Defiant Designs. Damn good dude over there, man. One of the very first individuals from a designer standpoint that reached out to me, you know what I mean, when I was just starting up my reviews. They gave me some insight, some foresight to his project and why he done what he done, you know, some things that were being missed. So I respect him for that. But yes, the homage is coming for me. I'm not stopping. I ain't moving nowhere, you know. Vaping with Ken. Love you, buddy. Popping in to say have a great night. Thank you, Vaping with Ken. I greatly appreciate you, man. If you guys don't know, man, y'all want to be on Ken's good side. Because that is one big dude right there. That fucker is huge. I was looking at Batman like Batman was big. This guy's big too. Shit. I kept you up late. Boss Law 40, read all day, every day. You know, back to the topic at hand, you know, with the stew. There were some things, conversations had and whatnot, you know, about me having my own little community. You know, man, I don't have a community. I'm part of the community. Like, I don't see myself as different than anybody else out there in the community. I'm just one of you guys. Um, you know, they do have their own little Discord, and I was a part of that Discord for a long time, and active in that Discord, very active in that Discord. But we came to a crossing in that Discord that I had to remove myself from that situation. I wasn't told to leave. That was a decision that I made to leave that Discord, you know, and when I left that Discord, I said I'd never go back. You know, and I was asked many times to go back and go back and go back and go back and go back. It's not something that that's not how I'm built, man. I'm not built that way. I don't move like that, you know. It was something I felt that needed to happen, and it did, and I stood by my guns on that, you know. And I felt that created a little bit of division. It wasn't intended to create division between the panelists by no means. You know, I felt pretty confident in myself to continue to go about my day-to-day routine in which I was doing without letting that affect the stew, you know, because the community enjoyed the stew. Uh, I think that resonated really heavy with some, and that wasn't able to be let go. With me, it wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoyed everybody that I got to meet in that Discord and chat with on a daily basis. The majority of them are very, very solid stand up people. And as it grew, as anything grows, there's going to be differences. You know what I mean? And policies and policing into place that I didn't agree with. I'm a free spirited individual. I like being myself. I don't like to have to censor myself or filter myself to accommodate somebody else. That's not the way I am. Hell, my wife. Y'all think some people get it? Like that know me personally, dude. I talk a lot of shit, like on a funny, like a humor sense. The talking shit. My wife gets it worse than anybody, man. But she's still here. It takes a special kind of somebody to be able to put up with my shit and keep me around. You know. Yes. Hashtag Morning Crew for Life. It's a people's group, and that's a Discord that I'm a part of. There's a few people in there. It grows all the time, it seems, but it's a check your feelings at the door type of place. Like if you're getting ragged on and you're getting this, the sharp end of the stick, dude, like you could just log off for a minute, go collect your thoughts and come back. I love to hear other people talk shit. Man, it's what makes us, man. Like it's just a human part of things. Life is too serious and all the time to not be able to have your own place just to cut up, man, just to be yourself. Like Cheers. What the fuck happened with having somebody like a place like Cheers where everybody knew your name? You know what I mean? Where you could rag on each other and sneak diss each other and still have a beer with each other, man. Like Cheers was a good spot, But you go look at the TV today, man. The TV today is bullshit. There ain't a show on TV that's instilling morals and values or anything in anybody. They ain't got the Cosby's on no more. They ain't got Fresh Prince on no more. They ain't got Cheers on no more. Hell, God, I can't remember the guy's name, but he always sat in a recliner. An old white dude, kind of little raciest, not racist, but like racy in comments with his thoughts and views and whatnot. I absolutely enjoyed that shit. I watch Friends reruns. Yeah, Archie Bunker. There you go. Wambo said it. Hot damn, Wambo. Bam, all in the family. Yeah, Archie Bunker, man. Like, I like that dude, Sanford and Sons. Dude, some funny ass shit was done on those shows, but they still had morals and values at the end of the day within them. It was good quality television that didn't have to be censored or pacified for the millions upon millions of fucking snowflakes that are coming up on a daily basis. Mama's House was my shit, says Wambo. Yeah, Lopez says he's the nicest guy in the hashtag Morning Crew. I ain't gonna say he's the nicest guy, but he's a pretty damn good dude, man. Pretty humble individual. Married with children. Yes, but Red Fox. Red Fox was an absolute legend, man. Dude, his sense of humor was funny as fuck. Jim says, Amy says, lights out, so I got to get out of here. Jim, thank you so much. You tell Miss Amy I said hello. Hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening and a safe 4th of July as well. Y'all be blessed with that and enjoy it. Andy Griffin Show. Yeah, Andy Griffin Show. That was another good one, But you see it, guys. You see it all around you in your day-to-day life of things changing with censorship. And why? Because it's going to offend somebody. It's going to hurt somebody's feelings. And since you hurt that person's feelings, they're not going to go try to gobble down 15 Tide Pods. Well, the guy that's gobbling down the Tide Pods, I'm sorry about his luck, but he ought to know better than eat a fucking Tide Pod. It's a Tide Pod. You don't eat Tide Pods. What the hell's wrong with you, man? It's not because of something that I did. He was going to eat them Tide Pods regardless. Not something that I said that made him go eat them Tide Pods. He was going to do that shit if it was something else. If he got overcharged at the gas pump one day, or he put $1 in a soda pop machine and it didn't give him his Coke, he was going to eat them Tide Pods regardless, So they just want to find a lot of blame game to be passed around, a lot of blame game. My wife said, what about the kids that eat the glue in school? Man, don't make flavored glue, I guess. Hell, I don't know. Bob Shorkey, respect to you, man. Out there, out there. Said Peanut says I used to eat that glue. Oh, shit, I'm sorry, man. Damn it. Nah, man. I hope you don't eat glue no more. And I hope you realize that eating glue is not a very good thing. It probably has some like bad intestine problems with you or something like eating too much glue. Hell, Vaping Miner says peanut butter is a shit. Dogs too. I watched reruns of Leave It to Beaver growing up. Yeah, man, the good old days, you know. H-Town Vapes, Cadillacing, absolutely H-Town Vapes. When he says Cadillacing too, like I always say I'm Cadillacing, man, I'm not one that drives fast. You don't catch me in the fast lanes moving and grooving. I'll get there when I get there, you know. But yeah, man, I hated everything that went down on the stew. I didn't want to leave the stew. I want you guys to know that I did not want to. He said it today in his video that I wasn't given a choice in the matter. Did I agree with the directions in which the stew was going over the last 6 months? No, I did not. Should I have left at a sooner time? Probably so. Why did I not leave at a sooner time? Because of the community. I felt that there was a lot of people out there that benefited from being able to get on there and hear the truth and hear the facts from my point of view. I'm not saying my facts are the only facts, but from my point of view, be able to hear that and see that, because nowhere else would they get that, in their day-to-day life or something. The Vape Stew may have been the only show that they watched during the week on a Friday night. And with the news being censored, with TVs being censored, with radio being censored, with your free speech being censored, I felt that, I owed it to the community that watched to continue to show up and speak my mind and be vocal and verbal and lead by example and remind the community that it's community first, that I am just a member of the community, that ego shit ain't for me. Take that, that's for the birds. That the only time they're going to get that truth, that's the only time somebody's going to tell them something that they may not wanted to hear, but maybe they needed to hear. And once they heard it, start thinking, like, man, you know what? He's right. Maybe he is right. Or, no, I still disagree with him, but damn, I respect him for standing up and saying what the hell he wanted to say. Come to Central Texas sometime and have a shiner box. Absolutely, man. You, sir, are woke as fuck, and they don't make them like you anymore, bro. I agree with some of that, being woke. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. But I do make them like that. I got 2 boys in there that I promise you, man, I'm doing everything in my powers to ensure that they realize that they don't have to be censored, that they got to be respectful. There's a difference between being respectful, disrespectful, and, being censored and, holding your tongue. Like I teach my boy, don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. And you may still get your ass tore up with a leather belt, but I'd much rather you tell me the truth. The ass whooping is going to be a whole lot less. But if you lie to me, that means you're going to get your ass whooped for whatever you've done, and you're going to get your ass whooped again for lying to me. On top of that, just compounds the issue. Vaping Joe M, I watched the show for you and Stan. Man, I really enjoyed Stan. I really enjoyed being on the stew with him. From way back when we started the show over a discussion over the drop or the dead rabbit. The drop was being his favorite, the dead rabbit was being my favorite, and why they were. So that's where we started that conversation from. And I'll miss it, to an extent. I miss the community and the viewership more than anything. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss the fact that the banter back and forth, the fact that we didn't have to agree to disagree, or we could agree to disagree on something, But I want to be clear again that behind the scenes issues or whatnot, I'm not aware of any behind the scenes issues. So y'all can squash that bullshit, because there wasn't no behind the scenes issues. if there was, I feel bad because they weren't brought to the table. You know what I mean? If they were brought to the table, would they have been addressed and we could have discussed that and made it through that? No problem. You know, we were all in Houston the week before, and all these things could have been spoke on in person, you know, in Houston. I'm that type of guy. I said it before we went to Houston. Hey, come up, greet me with a handshake, introduce yourselves to me. Let me put a face to the name, We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you got a problem, we can step outside. We can take care of that one, if that's needed, or we can, whatever's needed, we can have conversation as grown adults. We can do that, and the fact that that opportunity wasn't capitalized on any of their behalves, I'm not surprised by it. Am I disappointed by it? Yes, but I'm not surprised by it. Some people are cut from a different cloth, and by all means, understand this. If we have an issue, if I have an issue, we're gonna speak on that issue when we see each other, and it just goes from that. Like it doesn't, and not everything has to be a physical thing of such. You know what I mean? You can have a verbal conversation, and you can have a verbal discussion. You can have a verbal disagreement. But at the end of the day, it's out there. Why? Because you a man first, and you stand up for something, and you speak your mind on something, and you stand by that. You don't wait and wait and wait and know something's on your mind and not say nothing. Know something's on your mind and not say nothing, and just roll out. It doesn't work like that. And ladies out there, don't get offended by this, but it's like a man sitting there with his woman, and his woman's pissed off. And she's like, you should know what the hell's wrong with me. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to know if you ain't told me yet? Like, I'm not a mind reader, Like, it doesn't work that way. Like, I'm sure that's kind of how you can relate to that. And I'm just trying to put it in preference. And, shit, it's like a woman. Well, how am I supposed to know what you wanted for dinner? You didn't tell me. I'm not a mind reader. Same thing, Like, it's just two sides to it. Dave say Tech says you should be a motivational speaker. Where part of Texas on my ass says H-Town Babes? Tyler, Texas, man. That's where I'm from. That's where I reside at. Hey, Joel's mama. Oh, you're not stopping your YouTube. I hope not. Love you, son. Yes, absolutely. That is my mother right there, Linda Gonzalez. That love her to death. She's a reason for me being here today. She gave birth to me, and she'll tell you too. Like, man, I'm not the most liked individual in my own fucking family. I get that. Why? Because I speak on what the hell needs to be spoke on, and I don't give a damn if it pisses off my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, my nieces, my nephews. I don't care that it may piss them off or hurt their feelings. But guess what? Somebody has to tell you, because nobody else wants to tell you, and nobody else going to do it. Well, goddamn, I'm the one that's going to do it. Like, that's just, I don't know. Why is being honest a bad thing anymore? Why is being firm to your ways a bad thing anymore? I don't get that, And personal problems, personal issues come up with saying, Joel's got personal issues and personal things he's working on. Man, the only issue I have right now in my life is finding more ways to help people. Like, I wish I was just a multi-damn millionaire that had the opportunity just to, at random, help people. Whenever I was making some of the best money I've ever made in my life, many times I'd let my kids go out and, we helped the homeless. We done things to help other people. And I didn't get a camera and record it. And, oh, look what I'm doing. I'm buying this to help it. No, it wasn't about that. It was about legitimately helping people. YouTube is not a business for me. That's something else too. That I understand the stew is a business-minded thing. There is business in the vape side of things, and there is a non-business side of it. What you get on YouTube for me is not a business side of it for me. I'm not saying that I'm opposed to it being a business, but it's not something that matters to me first and foremost. The business side of things, man, business is conducted elsewhere. When we get on here every Friday night, it's for supposed to be buddies hanging out, chit chatting, shooting the shit, drinking a beer, and no censorship. A Dos Equis. That's what I'm drinking. YouTube, take my monetization. Like we're gonna cry about monetization now. Fuck, take it. I don't give a shit. I'm drinking a Dos Equis. I like it. You know, that's what it's supposed to be like, hanging out with friends at a bar, chit chatting, and you guys get to comment in the comment section, and we get to reply and answer your questions in the meantime while we're talking about vape hardware. Like, hey, I really like the way that squonk bottle is, because my finger lays out right across it. You know what I mean? And I can vape it this way, or I can lay it around the other way, and I can squonk it here, and I can fire it here, or my thumb can slide down or slide up and hit the button. Little things like that I liked about this mod. Like, talk about that all the while having a damn beer, talking about the problems of the world that come on the news and all this other shit at the same time. Just hanging out. It's not about me promoting a website. I don't want you to go buy it. If you want to go buy something that you see that you like, hey, I like that red mod Joel got. It's a Alabama colors, it's Georgia colors, whatever it may be. By all means, go buy it. But buy it understanding that I was truthful with you to tell you that, yeah, the screen is kind of dated on it. You know what I mean? I think they could have done more with the screen. Or buy it because you understood that I was truthful with you about it, and that it wasn't you didn't buy my opinion and sway my opinion on something. Alex says, stay thirsty, my friend. Dude, you like suck beer. Dos Equis is Panther Piss. Truth be told, I'm not really a beer drinker. I'm much more of a vodka drinker. I'd much rather be sitting down having a shot of vodka with something on it. But I drank my alcohol last night, so I'm drinking my beer tonight. And I don't even drink that often. It's not 9 times out of 10. You're gonna catch me with a Core or a Red Bull, and be glad because I wasn't drinking water for the longest damn time. I just started drinking water. Core hydration. If you want this to be a business, let me get the sponsorship plug for Core Water right there. Bam. That's what I need. You want to talk about major moves? Let's make major moves, business moves. I don't feel that the viewership that's here is going to be for with the potential of me selling you something. Like shit. If you like it, go buy it. But I'm not going to give you an avenue to go buy it. I'm not going to. It's not a business thing with me, And I guess that's something that me and Stan disagreed on. That he wants that to be a business, and he wants to mature that show to go for the business and be a business minded thing. Not with me, and I can see why I don't fit in that equation right there. I respect that because I don't fit in that equation. I would never fit in that equation ever. Herringbone fund, man. I don't need no more damn herringbone shit. Donate another $4.99 and let's call it a Cuban link fund. Jalen says, sir, the profile is amazing. RDA. Cheers to Double X beer with you. Cheers. Toast, my friend. Absolutely. But yeah, I was never going to be the business minded thing of it. Like that's not my intention. When it comes to the business side of it comes in the form of a profile RDA, a Unity RTA, the homage that's coming up. But even more so at that it's a business thing, yes, but that's not the sole intention of it. The sole intention of it is to bring you a quality product in which you can enjoy, and to possibly change the way you look at a certain market share. Whether it be an RDA, an RTA, RDTA, single battery squonk, a regulated, a mech, whatever it is, to change your ability, the way you look at that. That's all that is. The monetary side of it, that's just a plus side of it. Because why? I still get up and go to work every damn day. I'm blessed to have that. And if I didn't have my daytime job, if I didn't have the Unity as a daytime job, or if I just was very well off, I would still get up and work every day doing something, building fence, raking the yard, mowing the grass, trimming trees, whatever the hell it was, I would do something productive every day. Because that's work. That's business for me. Business for me is maintaining my home, make sure my home is good, make sure my family's good. And anything on top of that is just icing on the cake. Make sure the community's good. Sadio7 says, just subscribe to your channel, proud owner of 2 profile RDAs. A regular black version and commemorative titanium limited edition. Dope RDA. Absolute banger. Thank you so much. Man, thank you. I appreciate you. The fact that you not only picked up the regular, but you went and picked up the titanium edition as well. Absolute love, man. Much love. Mark Clough, drinking blue raspberry moonshine. There you go. Absolutely, man. Maybe I ought to rename my channel Cheers, where everybody knows your name. Shit. You come in here, introduce yourself, have a damn good time, shoot the shit, have fun. Much love, sir. Just keep being you. Thank you, Mark. I will continue to be me. Like, that's all I can be. Much love to Richard, Vaping Twisted 420. He told me a long time ago, and I heard him say it the other day on Suck My Mod's channel. Matt from Suck My Mod channel. His name has changed. Best advice for up and coming YouTube reviewers and such. And he said the exact same thing he told me a long time ago. Man, just be yourself. Just be who you are, what you are. There's people out there that are going to resonate with that and they're going to appreciate that. And by God, I'm not wavering in that aspect. I'm holding to that one. Wambo says, my name is Wambo, not your whipping boy. How the fuck are you? He's still a whipping boy. That poor kid gets the butt end of every damn joke we throw out there. That poor kid don't catch a damn break. You know, Sadio7 said, just sub to your channel. Guys, I appreciate every one of you guys that subs, you know, but that's not something that you've heard me say all the time. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the subscribe. If you feel obligated to hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. If you feel obligated to hit the like button, hit it. If you feel like you didn't like the channel, hit the like button twice. Shit. You know, it makes me it makes me none. It doesn't. I'm not doing this for that. That's not what this is about. You know, you're not gonna see me say, well, I'm not gonna talk about this, or this because you know that's gonna take down the channel, and they don't allow you to talk about CBD. They don't allow you to talk about THC or the marijuana or the devil's lettuce. They don't allow you to speak about that. They don't like you to say crack, cocaine, hooker, whore, blow, tits, ass, dick, cock. They don't like you to say that kind of shit because they're gonna take away the monetary. Fuck the monetary. I get up and go to work every day. Alan Michael Cantor. What's up, man? You just come into a good part of the show. Bob Shorkey says, first time I saw you were on Twisted's video. You guys went to the Dallas convention. I thought Joel is a quiet guy. Laugh out loud. Little did you know. Did you know Medusa, Malaysian vape juice? No, I do not know that. I do not. Chris Chapman says, I'm pretty sure you take your fair share of shit. I do, from that guy right there. It's ironic. The guy that's typing that comment right there gives me more shit than anything. Matter of fact, I think he said the comment of, it's now called the ethnically cleansed stew, I believe is the correct wording for it. What's going on, man? What's hit the fan bud? Missing you? Man, ain't nothing. Dude, don't miss me. I'm still here. But matter of fact, if anything, I feel re-energized, revived to come back and make myself more available to not only the YouTube viewers, Facebook viewers, and the Instagram viewers. Like, let it be known that, hey, I'm here, guys. I ain't going nowhere. If anything, I need to capitalize on this opportunity to make myself more available to you guys. And to let you know that, hey, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. Period. Sadie07, any other projects? Absolutely. I do have a project coming up. I should have prototypes this Monday, and it is called The Homage. And it is going to be paying homage to everything that allowed vaping to be what it is today. You know, it's something I thought very, very hard about, and it's a market share that I wanted to be sure that we got to touch base with. And, you know, remember where we started, how we started, and why we started. And it's something that's very, very passionate to me. I look forward to bringing it to you guys with a presentation video. I do not have an exact release date yet. I will have prototypes on Monday. Matter of fact, I have a box of prototypes sitting over there, but there was an issue with those prototypes that I said I was supposed to have them for Vape Showcase Houston. I opted out of taking them to Vape Showcase Houston because of a problem that we had with them. The problem was rectified and identified rather quickly and corrected, and I'll have the corrected updated versions on Monday. Join TVC and the Vape team. Those bros speak whatever they want. Man, you know, I love those guys over there. Solid people. Brian, love them to death. Mike, love him to death. Mark Fagan, dude's a good dude. I met him in person. Totally not what you see on, not what I've seen on camera. He's a really, really good guy. I love their sense of humor. I love their banter back and forth. I love the fact that they say what they want to say when they want to say it, how they want to say it. They don't always agree with everything, but they make light of the situation and have a good time. The Vape team with Brian, though, is always a very straightforward type shooting deal, you know, and ST Vapes, shout out to him as well. You know, yeah, I could go, I could ask them. I can't say that I could go, but man, when something's good, it doesn't need to be fixed. There's nothing there. You know what I mean? Like those guys are doing their thing. They're moving right along. They're how many episodes in? Over 200 episodes in. Man, that's a long time to have a live stream show, and that camaraderie and the banter back and forth and the chemistry between each other. You know, I don't feel as if me coming to that would ever add anything to that chemistry, and I would never dare jeopardize such a wonderful thing as the Vape team or any other live streams at this point. Batman and Joel, you know, Batman, dude, I respect the hell out of him. Batman knows anytime he can holler at me. Good night, mother. She says, good night, son. Love you. See you in a week. Thank you for the warning. I'll be leaving on vacation. What day did you say you were going to be here? I think you said you're going to be here like Thursday, maybe Friday. Well, we're going to be leaving on Wednesday, and we won't be back until the following Wednesday. Let me know what you thought of the place when you get here, mama. Good deal. Freemason said, I'd like to see you and the Vaping Goat on the same show. You know, maybe so. That would, any of them, you know, anybody out there. It's always an honor to be able to, you know, get on there and visit and shoot the shit with like-minded or people who are not like-minded, but, you know, that are accepting and understanding of different opinions, views, and thoughts, and cool with that. You know, like that's what I want. She says, you're so funny. Laugh out loud. Love you still. Thank you. I'm glad somebody does. At least my mama loves me. Hell. She did say I'm ugly. Vaping with Nikki B. Hello. Hello, how are you, Nikki B? Yeah, Batman, dude. Mad respect to the guy. I love the shit out of Batman. He knows that. Hell, he's like everything I guess I could want to be. You know what I mean? Just a stand-up dude, speaks his mind, and leaves it at that. And doesn't take anything from it. Like taking a Voop. What's up, Joel? I hope you're enjoying the Voop. Spring Vaping Girl, so Mr. Just Right sent you a PM on Facebook. Thank you, ma'am. I will be sure to check it out. Barbara White, and you rock, man. Stay true. Absolutely. Only way to be. You know? If you ain't got any more questions for me, guys, let me know. I'll get out of here and go hang out on the Discord. Chain and beard are just paused on a turd, just still a turd. All right, man. Hey, Mr. Just Right. Sorry to hear what happened. You're a solid dude. Don't be sorry, man. Be thankful it happened. You know, because guess what that means? You know, that I can be me. I can say what the fuck I want to say and not have to worry about who it offends. You know what I mean? If they don't like it, bye, peace, later. You know? I don't want it to be that way, you know, but I want people to understand that, like, you can type something in the chat that I may not like. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna throw a fit about it or lose a shoe. Emily Blue says, "Please excuse my tardiness. My exit always touches so much." Yeah, I spoke on that earlier. That it's a heartfelt outro, and I mean it. Always know that I absolutely that when I cut up and bullshit a lot, but with the outro, that's wholehearted. There's nothing phony about that. I say it because I want you to understand that I mean it. You know, I absolutely do. But far as being sorry that whatever happened at the stupid, don't be sorry for that, man. Be thankful for that. Be grateful for it. I welcome new challenges. You know what I mean? I don't like to be complacent. For them to tell me, hey, you can't be part of the stew no more, takes me out of complacency and challenges me again to be a better individual, to continue to move forward, and to continue to be passionate about what it is that I am doing. You know, I don't have I don't have a reasoning for why it happened, but I do understand that whatever it is, I'm accepting of it. I'm not gonna like lose sleep over the matter. That's not. No, sorry. It's TBD, Joel. Everyone goes their own separate ways at some point, buddy. It's what makes us stronger. And remember, the UK loves Mr. Just Right One. You know, I thank you for that, Mr. TBD. I greatly appreciate that. I look to be in the UK one day. I hope to be able to go visit one day and see the fans over there and the community. I want to see what the community is like over there. You know, it's something that is it's on my bucket list. At some point in time, I will. Obi-Wan Kenobi says, I got to head out, unfortunately. All the love, Mr. Just Right. Thanks for always keeping it real. I hope to be seeing you around soon. Yes, I'll be right here on this channel. If I'm not here, you can find me on Instagram, hashtag Mr. Just Right One, or you can find me on Facebook, Joel Robinson, with my big, beautiful self up there. If you don't like that, you can go check out Vaping with Mr. Just Right One on Facebook as well. You know, a show with Batman, Chris Lopez, Chappie, and Dave would be great. Meh. Alan Michael Carter says, You're a great man with a big heart. No matter what haters say, you helped me through hard times around Christmas. And I'm a dedicated viewer as long as this channel is up. Man, at Christmas, that's a very big time for me because it's often a lot of like Christmas is weird, man. Like I don't like getting gifts. I don't like gifts at my birthday. I don't like gifts on Christmas. I don't like gifts for doing good. I don't like gifts for shit. Like I don't like gifts at all. But at Christmas, it gives me an opportunity to give back and give to the people and shine a light on the companies in which care about the community. Like that. That means a lot to me. And I've never. That's gonna be. I can't wait till next year. It'll be bigger and better than it was this year. This year we had TVL Plan B did 20 mods in 20 days. We had Squid Industries come through in a major, major way. Shout out to Eric out there. We had Innovates. Shout out to Miss Cheryl out there. We had uh, Lizard Lounge Vapor Company come through in a major, major way. We had Beats Meat. We had multiple companies come out and show out. Tough Wicks, they came out in a major way. Cotton came out in a major way. Paradigm Distro, Scott Zegan's US Vape Promotions. All those guys come through in a major way to give back to you guys. I'm just the middleman. I play the postman in that situation. You know, Vape King, shit guy, is full of shit. All right. I don't know what that means. Dave B, I'm sorry you won't be on the stew anymore. You are an important part of the stew, in my opinion. Stan is a good guy, but worries too much about being clean and politically correct, in my opinion. Agreed, Dave. I thank you, man. I appreciate your support wholeheartedly. I do. Uh, the stew will still be the stew. I'll just be like the seasoning for the stew, I guess. Like the stew will still go on and do its thing, but I'm still going to be on doing me on the seasoning. Like I will still be there. Sometimes you want it, sometimes you don't. If you want it, you can, sprinkle a little bit on it and run with it. If you don't, that's cool too. I won't be part of the stew. I won't be on their shows. I won't be a featured guest. I won't. That's just not going to be my thing, you know. But I don't get. I'm not going to lose sleep over. I've lost greater things in my life than being told I can't be part of a social YouTube show. Like, I've lost far greater things in this life. I faced greater adversity and challenges, and I'm still here today. If anything, I'm prospering today. So why would I going to lose sleep over that matter? I can't. Do you give money to the homeless? Hell yeah, I give money to the homeless. And not only do I give money to the homeless, I go above and beyond, help people out in bad situations that I come across, Top 3 vape juices of all times. Northern Lights Oculus. I don't believe it's made anymore by Northern Lights Vapor Company. Pumpkin Pie was right there behind them on that. And the third favorite of all time for me is probably going to have to be that Lemon Twist Gold Coast Lemon Bar, man. I have been vaping the hell out of that stuff. I love it. Like, love it, love it, love it. Right now, I'm on the last of my Paramon. I say Paradigm Distro. Think about the Christmas giveaway. This blended BMF Labs, Scott Zegan's US Vape Promotion. Shot me this. Also, this other blended, this strawberry Spinella, whatever it's called, Cinderella, and Lost Dreams Vape Co. Step number 4. Love this stuff right here. I'll be picking up the rest of the steps. I think there's 6 steps. I'll be picking them all up. Oh, to get more one-on-one with me, says Nikki B. Absolutely. And I got to be honest with you guys. I have been doing you guys a disservice by not having my own lives come up and doing my own thing every now and then, and just getting complacent. I was getting complacent, and team no complacency. Me and Richard Mallard, Vaping Twisted 420. That's like a little inside thing we got. We don't ever want to become complacent, because whatever you give us today, it is not enough. Whatever you challenge us with tomorrow, it's still not enough. And whatever comes the day after that, that's not enough either. You can't put enough on the plate for us. Like, we want it. We want all the challenges. We want to overcome that adversity. We want to overcome them obstacles. We welcome that. It makes us better. It keeps us fine-tuned, Are any of those fruit, not dessert flavored? This blended is a raspberry grape acai. That one's really good. This one is a berry tart, like a blue raspberry tart. That one's really good. This one is a sapodilla straw melon blended. Really, really good as well. This Paramon, it's more of a desserty flavor though, but they're all solid bangers in my book. I rock all of them. Got one in each. Got some of that, some of this. Some of this, and some of this. Why not have a show and invite who you want to invite? I haven't made up my mind how I'm going to work that out yet. I'm thinking of something that is going to be very impactful, because at the end of the day, I'm just another dude, another vape community guy. I want to make sure that that doesn't lose touch, you know what I mean? And that people know that they can come on there and have a good time. I got some ideas I'm tossing around though. Boss Law 40, that raspberry grape is banging. Yeah. Melon sarsaparilla. Vape King says, I work at a vape shop. I steal all my e-liquid. Man, don't steal nothing. Your boss will run your ass off one day. H-Town Vapes, thanks for the real honesty, brother. Godspeed to your endeavors. Absolutely, man. We're going to make this happen. What's your opinion on Sad Boy liquids? I tried the Shamrock Cookie. I can't vape a whole bottle. That's not an all-day vape for me. It's a good vape just to go back and hit every now and then, but it's not an all-day vape for me, by no means. Got me yawning. Tired. guys, I'm going to check out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, just wanted to address some things, get some things off my chest as well. Uh, Move forward, man. Bigger and greater things, It's going to be a true blessing in itself, you know. I will speak on this matter again one more time just to let everybody know I spoke to, the Discord folks and let them know on a personal level that don't let what happens on a YouTube stream or something like that affect you in a personal matter. Or if you're friends with somebody, if you enjoy the camaraderie and the show and the chemistry, by all means, continue to enjoy that. Continue to be friends with everybody. Like it's not create. There's enough division and diversity in our industry right now that we don't need to fuel that even more. That doesn't have to happen. We can continue to each have our own views, opinions, thoughts, and do it productively instead of counterproductively. We don't want to hurt the community any more than we have. We don't want to drive a wedge between myself and them, you and them. We all need to stand united as one. We can say that, hey, I'm standing on team blue and I'm standing on team red and I'm standing on team green and I'm team yellow, but we're all still on the same side. We're all fighting to the same goal. That has to remain key. It has to stay priority number one. Like, don't let that little minute bullshit affect the end goal and what we are trying to accomplish here. It's not about, oh, I'm better than them, or I'm bigger than them, or they're better than me and bigger than me. No, piss on that, because I'm not in competition with nobody. Know that I'm not in competition with absolutely nobody. There ain't no competition. I don't see competition. It's not a competition with me. What it is with me is to continue to be myself, utilize this platform to relay the messages that need to be handed out, and share my thoughts. Thank you, Sadio7, watching you all work out in Kuwait. I need to work out. Hell, I'm not very good at it, though. Jake Freeman, what's good, man? What's good? Competition with oneself to always do better, says Danny Lewis. You're right. I don't have competition. I'm in competition with nobody. I'm me, doing me, competition with myself every day. Can you keep this video up? It ain't going nowhere. Hell, they don't expect me to delete it or something, or man. It'll be up. It'll be up for everybody to watch and see. And everything that was said here would be said in front of anybody else at the same time. Like I'm very, very adamant on that. There's, I'm not a. It's not a confrontation thing. Like you understand that it's not. It's not a diversity thing. It's not a they're right, I'm wrong, or whatever. But I do want to make sure that you guys understand that. Don't pull the wool over your eyes. I'm not going to do that shit and tell you that there was issues behind the scenes and personal issues with my life or whatever. Now, I ain't got no person. Somebody else may have personal issues, but I ain't got no personal issues. Hell, we good over here. Mr. Just Right one in his household is Cadillac. We blessed over here. Too blessed to be stressed. I always say that. And, so whatever personal issues they have going on in their lives and their times, and I wish them the best in it. You know what I mean? I hope that they can find their way through it, work their way through it, and that they come out prosperous and with fortune filled, with business mindset, and that business is good for them, and know that everything's good over here. Mr. Just Right one and his are blessed. Or man, I'll make it short and sweet. You ain't got to go back and watch the whole video, man. I'll tell you right now, the short and sweet of it is, one, there was no personal issues behind the scenes with me. No, there was not conversations behind the scene with me in regards to the matter. I found out at 4:30 in the afternoon. I was given a video or sent a video. I wasn't given paid the respect of a phone call. I wasn't paid the respect of, when we were in Houston the week before to, address it and speak on the matter. Something could have been resolved at that time if necessary. I do firmly feel that, everybody said, oh, well, he's kind of been disconnected. He's kind of been disconnected. You're goddamn right I've been disconnected. You know why I've been disconnected? Because I didn't agree with the path in which it was going down. You know what I mean? When the more times that business came into play, there's the more times you're going to catch me out of the play, because it's not about business with me. It's about community with me. And I have a hard time believing that you can have a community driven and a community based show with the mindset of having business behind it. You got to choose one or the other. You can't be in this and this. No, you got to be one or the other. You about the community, or you about the business side of it. You know what I mean? There is a time for business and there's a time for community. I've always felt, and still feel to this day, that the Vape Stew doesn't belong to any damn body. The Vape Stew is a community show. Always is a community show. You know, people speculated about me and uh, hometown hero Sherlock Holmes like butting heads and having it. Man, fucking Sherlock knows I got the utmost respect for him. Hell, when it was time for Sherlock to go, I didn't think it was a good move to have the guy go. We just had him on. You don't abandon your friends in their time of need. If they're going through tough times in their personal lives, that's not the time you fucking abandon and jump ship on them. So that's dispel that shit. I know he said that had nothing to do with it. It doesn't have nothing to do with it. Me and Sherlock Holmes, well, he knows we're good. We're solid. I ain't got no issues with the dude. Uh, will I have feelings as to what the reasoning was behind it? Yeah, I do have feelings as to what the reasoning was behind it, but it would be pure speculation at this point. It's not going to change anything. It's not. I'm not going back. I know that I left the Discord that they have, a personal Discord. I chose to leave that. I made a personal decision to leave that. And I stood by my guns. The many times I was approached and asked to go back, I didn't go back. Why I didn't go back? Because that's not the way that I am. If I speak on something, I say something, I stand on that. And that's going to ride out to the very, very damn end. When they put dirt on my chest, the same things that I felt 2 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, 6 months ago, it's going to be the same way I feel when they put me in the ground. Like, that's just the way that it is. Nothing changes on that. I am open. F you, Chapman, asking how the wife's Cadillac is. But there is issues behind with them, I guess, but not with me. There's no issues with Mr. Just Right One. Mr. Just Right One is very, very fortunate, very humbled, very thankful, very grateful to have everybody that supports and believes in my way, my thoughts, that not even my thoughts, it just wants to hear them, and they may not agree with them, but guess what? They respect them. Hey, you know what? He stands by his guns, They will grow. They will continue to go on and do great, wonderful things. I have no doubts in that. I just won't be a part of it. That's the way it goes. It's nothing against them, though. Please know that. It's nothing against any individual on the panel, but I don't want the community to feel like, oh, there was stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, and we're not speaking about it out of respect. You ain't speaking about it out of respect to me, because I ain't hiding shit. You can hide your own skeletons in your own damn closet, but there ain't no skeletons in my closet. My shit's out there. Why? Because I don't want you to be able to come up with a shovel later, dig it up, and throw it against me. Nah, that shit, it's already out there. There's no need for that. Have I looked out to what Chuck Allen's up to with his combined news channel soon to be putting up? No, I have not, man. And Chuck is doing Chuck's thing in Chuck's lane. Shout out to him, respect to him and what he does. The Vape Malone, him, the Three Amigos, they're doing a thing. Breeze Tones, I believe, is the gentleman's name as well. Respect to them and what they do. I wish them the very best in all their success and what they're achieving and what they're doing. As I do anybody else, as I do you. I hope you guys watching this right now, I wish you guys nothing but the best and success. And whatever it is you choose to feel. Chris Chapman, that felt like a censored fuck you. It was a very blatant fuck you, not a censored fuck you, Chapman. Alan says, much respect, brother, much respect. It was good to hear your side, Joel. Thanks for all you do, says Bob Shorkey. Joshua says, wish you the best, man. Don't comment much, but you're an inspiration to all. Thank you for all that you do. Man, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. Thank you for everything you do for this community. I really appreciate it. Thank you, R-Man. Remember, I'm just one of you guys. There's a reason why I do what I do for the communities, because I'm one of you guys. I want you guys to do the very best. I want us to be the strongest we can be. Whenever I tell you guys that the community has more power than you'll ever realize, you guys determine what makes or breaks in this industry. On the business side of things, you want to talk about business? The community makes or breaks the business side of things. So if I wasn't the guy that was going to be on anything that ever did mislead you, like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. This is the greatest thing ever. This is the greatest thing ever. If it ain't the profile, it ain't the greatest thing ever. I'm fucking with you guys. I'm totally joking. Man, use what you got. Enjoy what you got. If you ain't smoking, then fuck, you're good. You don't have to go buy nothing else. You don't have to. You can if you want to. But I don't want you to ever feel like you're missing out on something because, oh, I don't have what they got, or I don't have this, or I didn't go buy this, and I didn't buy this. No, as long as you're not smoking, that's the end goal, man. We want you to live a healthier alternative than smoking cigarettes. Why? Because you got loved ones that depend on you. You got loved ones that count on you to be here tomorrow. And whatever you can do to start reversing the negative effects of smoking traditional combustible tobaccos, man, that's what we're here for. And if this all goes away tomorrow and all this vape shit goes down the drain tomorrow, that doesn't mean that, hey, I'm killing this channel down and not still coming on here and speaking minds, thoughts, points of views on things, and conversate with you guys. Absolutely mean that. Jake Freeman, man, I hope you enjoyed your 1K giveaway. I really do. It's it was a. I thank you for your support of the stew, and you earned that wholeheartedly, man. That wasn't like a favoritism deal. You were selected months ago. Whenever we hit the 1K mark that day, I made a decision to go out there and select the top 4 or top 3 most active people. I think it was 4 active people on the Vape Stew Crew Facebook page, and ensure that you won something for your donations and contributions to the community as a whole, being Vape Stew. And you won that fair and square, man. Enjoy it. It was a pleasure to be able to do so. I know Stan was going to send out 2 mods to 2 winners out there. I think he's going to be doing that sometime later this week or tomorrow. Today, I think he may have sent it out today. I'm not sure. That's his doing, but Jake, that was yours. Wambo, you won yours. Renetta Jackson, she won hers as well. And there was another member who won, but he was no longer a member of the Facebook group, so he wasn't able to reach out to me and select his winnings and so forth. But definitely, guys, please stay tuned to the community tab. I'll be posting things on Instagram, Facebook, and here, getting your thoughts, your feedback, what you think I should be doing, what you would like to see. If there's something that comes up that you feel needs to be looked at and addressed, man, shoot me a message. Bring it up to me. Let me know. Give me some feedback. Let me know, hey, look, man, we got to talk about this. So we need to see this. And what are your thoughts on this? And we'll go from there accordingly. Some things I won't touch and speak on just because I don't feel the need to. But if it's important enough for you to send me a message about, then maybe it's important enough for me to touch base with. Oh shit, Alan Michael Carter. What are your thoughts on the company My Freedom Smokes? I'm going to be starting a job there soon. Would like your honest opinion, Mr. Just Right one, please. I hope that their business practices have changed from the last time I had to conduct business with them years ago. It was just go on. If you ever have a question about any job you're going to go to, I highly advise you to get on to Google and read their feedback. Read their customer feedback, what the customers think, and if there's ever been any issues with said company. And I'll leave it at that for you, man. If that's fair enough, I think that is more than fair. I will just leave it at that. I also hope that they have changed their business practices from in the past to now. Mr. Sparkle, Auto Detailing. Absolutely, man. Thank you for tuning in. Cody Cloud King, I hope you continue to go live. Yeah, man, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not. Guys, I'm going to sign off of here. I'm going to do like I always do and say it because I absolutely mean it. And I want you to understand it that I mean what I say whenever I say it. Because, damn it, I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. If at any given point in time you have ever felt like you are not a somebody, I want you to know that you are a somebody in somebody's eyes, and that somebody is me. I absolutely love each and every single one of you out there. Stay focused, stay blessed. Mr. Just Right One is checking in and checking out at the same damn time. I'm out. Vape on, friends. We can be super friends.